pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when we ready, they hit it heavy. I zoom on the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cutscene, but on my pockets, me need my DNA.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Las Vegas Raiders. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend of the NFL is underway. Lawrence giving to ETN here on the option. And he's going to be drawn following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Even with the good gain, I thought they might accept that one.
Yeah, you thought maybe they'd go with the downs as opposed to the yardage. So if you're taking the yardage now, second and less than 5, that tells me you feel good about how your offense is working.
Going to the air right away, Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. Touchdown! They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give them 12 yards that time at a Las Vegas first. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a first down pickup of 8. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And now a throw on first
Sorry,
down
that
there,
little
but it's
girl,
incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
So we also have a transfer in our
Throwing his car on 3rd down.
that was plugged in the wall.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted.
She ain't got no charge. Why she keep saying that she has charger?
These defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner.
She does something to him. I don't know.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people
That's why I
thought he
told
had
you
first-round
yesterday. Why
ability.
the hell
But when he was available on draft night, that was when we
She ain't got no charger. Tell her she ain't got no charger. I'm tired of her chargers. She don't have a charger.
With that interception there.
Airing this one out for Evans.
It's in her room somewhere. She loses them all.
A big hitter if they had connected.
She does not have a charger.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this
Charger that was
game.
plugged in the wall in our room. This she came in
After
the
the
room,
incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10.
That was plugged to it. When you came
A
upstairs
shotgun
and
snap
went
and
in
again
her room
the
and gave
ETN.
her a charger, and I said, why did you do
Stopped
that?
at the
I just got
24-yard
both of the
line after a
chargers
gain of
together.
5.
When she bring us our
Their
chargers
second
back,
down
why
play
should we
call
get
was
different
not to pick up the
plugs
first
that
down.
don't
It was to
work?
accomplish what they
And
did
you
to
said,
give
oh,
them some
don't worry
management
about it.
third
I'm going to
down
go back in
because
here and
they had
fix. That's
incompletion
why
on
I'm
first
down here
downs and they were
asking you
behind
where
the
the hell is the
sticks,
damn
so to
charger?
speak.
Because I
They need to
literally
make up
went in
some
her
ground,
room
and they
and
did.
you took it back in
They'll
her
need
room.
5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Lawrence. They'll drop that underneath to ETN. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Airing this one out for Evans. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Raiders pick it up. And some room to work. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And now the rookie's free. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Offense set to get this drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now a play fake. Carr. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at it, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows to get the ball to him right away.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. In motion, the tight end. From midfield, here's Carr. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Patterson running between the tackles. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Throwing there, but this pass is going to end up incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Throwing on 1st down, it's Carr. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Lawrence will throw. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Lawrence on third down. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Come on. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On second down, a run with ETN. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Now Lawrence to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram from 3 yards out. And the Jaguars go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive the last into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Carr. He hits Adams complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. But he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2's not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Touchdown, Raiders! From 21 yards away. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They go play action with Lawrence. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. He'll air this one out for Kirk. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
Pulls it in at the 13.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to...
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be taken out of bounds all the way down near the 35-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas.
42 yards.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Carr now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Patterson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up second down. Carr to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. First and 10, it's Patterson.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Play action. Now it's Carr. And this is going to be intercepted.
That's why I don't do that with you.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and
Put
they'll
him on
take
the
over at the
flat
20-yard
routers.
line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
On first down, Lawrence.
Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. Well, Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders. And I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is when it matters most.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Cost me a touchdown.
Straight ahead, Patterson. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll run with Patterson. They find some open field here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Cordero Patterson, 30 yards. And the Raiders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Lawrence to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. They run with Jackson out of the gun. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Dancing to his left. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Carr finding Patterson there for a Raider first.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
On 1st down, Carr. And it's complete to Adams. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
This will be caught downfield by Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Sliding out of the pocket. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 109 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
3rd down, here's Patterson. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Carr going to go on 4th down. They'll roll him out right. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Carr. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Carson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. And the tight end goes in motion left. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. On play action, Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Again, it's Lawrence. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Here's Lawrence. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for two from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line, it works. If they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, Patterson. And he's got room.
Come on, man.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Fucking 2nd and 16.
So they get that
Come on,
Charles
bro.
on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying
Really?
to look against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. they're going to look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it.
Really?
Out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum,
That's crazy.
he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't
That's
convert
real life
here,
crazy, bro.
guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forcing throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now. He's fortunate on that one. Now have another turnover on his ledger.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Back to throw, Lawrence.
Man, give me that shit, nigga. Come on,
Nice
just
out. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson on for the PAT.
third. Hold it. Got to move that shit out of here, Madden.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Lawrence will throw. Able to hook up here with Ridley. And he would get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Lawrence on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete.
And they've got this down.
Right, you lost. What are you trying to time out for?
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Yeah, this thing ain't work.
From the shotgun, Lawrence to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Boy, this crowd is on pins and needles now because anytime you see the ball heading for the end zone, you really hold your breath, and they come out of their seats. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence.
Give me the shit. I told you the shit don't work, bro.
And that should do it. And the Raiders
Try.
come up with
Good
a
luck.
late turnover. It doesn't really matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship. And now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
Some true stories to tell. Back outside, but they still alive. Whoa, yeah. Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss, take off the weird jewelry. I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top 5. Take off the fabricate streams and the microwave memes. It's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the wrong.